Is it recording? Oh, there we go. Hi, this is Zach here from SSW, and welcome to the SSW Awards Sprint Review for Sprint 32. So let's jump right in. So for this sprint, it was a one-week sprint, and we had one sprint goal, which was done, and that's capturing and displaying a user's company URL. So I'll dive into that a bit below.
Just the attendees there. Just go up a little. Yep. And
yep,
after
attendees.
this, you've got to add Isaac and Steph. You can do that after this, as long as somebody takes note. If you can do that, Steph. And the other thing is, I'm just going to quickly tell you to go to a new tab, Google SSW Sprint Reviews. Yep, that one. And click on the first one and scroll down to the template. Click on the link on the right, the first related rule, through the first related rule. And scroll down and see how you've got the goals at the top, and then look at the first things in the table: sprint review, sprint in review, and summary recording. Go back to yours. And it's just an example. I can see that you're not up to date with the template.
Okay,
you can fix that after this.
Yeah. Okay. Was this updated recently?
Might have been. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because we changed it not too long ago, but it might need to be updated again.
Okay.
But
all right.
Yeah, I'll do it after. Cool. So in this sprint, we had 9 PBIs added, and just 2 of those were completed, largely because one was kind of a bigger task. The main one being the capturing and displaying a user's company URL. So with this, now a community user, so a non-SSW user, can go into their profile and add their company URL. So whoever they work for, they'll just paste in the URL. And instead of seeing community underneath their name throughout the app, they'll now see that URL. So it sort of helps kind of show off who they work for and kind of create that network within the app.
Can you just quickly show the screenshot of that one?
Yep.
Have you when was the last deployment? Was there any deployments during this whole sprint?
Not yet. So that item was just approved like an hour or so ago by Goldie, and we've just triggered a beta deployment, so we're still waiting on that.
Okay.
But here's some screenshots. So this is just using local data, so it's just a test user, but they'll have a new icon for their company URL, so they can tap that. And if they do add that, you'll start seeing their URL underneath the user instead of showing just community. And you'll see that throughout the app. So in this example, this is the leaderboard, and now that test user has their company URL against them.
Right. Okay.
Same thing there. One improvement that did come up, and also Seth agreed with this, was we should probably remove the HTTPS to make that look a bit cleaner. So we've added that to the backlog. I don't know if you agree or not, but
I agree.
I think.
I've just gone to my own profile, which for some reason shows that I've never been seen and I have no activity, but I cannot see how I edit my own thing. Yeah. I cannot. How do I edit the company?
So you'll need. So this isn't released yet. So you will do.
So I can't do it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, not really. But when we do get this pushed out and approved by Apple and everything, you will see this icon, which is a building icon, and also in settings. Although currently it's just for non-SSW users because it updates the community tab. Would you like that brought across to SSW as well, or?
No, I'll wait until I can see it. By the way, the last seen and recent activity just updated. So it said no check-ins, no recent, but what it should have been doing is it should have been spinning. Because it was updating the background, it should have indicated that to me.
Okay. Yeah, there should be a
Yeah,
loader
so,
there. That could be an issue.
All right, can you screenshot? All right, Seth, can you just take that? But yeah, it was showing last seen and recent activity for, I don't know, 40 seconds or so. And it didn't indicate something was coming.
I don't know why that would have been so slow.
I'm not sure which page you're on, Adam.
Well,
Where you see that?
I was on the My Profile page. And by the way, I think it might make sense to actually show the words My Profile on the top of that page, because that's what it's called. I click a button to go to My Profile. It probably should show me My Profile.
Yeah, so on that note, for the next PBI that was completed, which was the settings page improvements, this is based on your email that you sent a little while ago, mostly around the handling of the screens on iPad, because it tends to break a lot with the large layout. One thing that was fixed in this sprint was that. So now in settings, you'll get that title at the top. So SW Rewards, my settings. In addition to that, we're filling in that white space with the logo. We've updated the text to getting started under help.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's looking much better than what I'm seeing at the moment.
Yeah, it feels less empty, which is good. Oops, sorry. And things like pop-ups should display correctly, so they're not going to stretch out and look all bad.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting a lot. Yeah, right now I see lots of problems on the iPad that I don't see on the iPhone. By the way, when you show a company logo like that, you should always put the tagline underneath. I always think that's important. So maybe you don't need it on that screen, but close that and go to the one above. Yeah, you should definitely be putting the tagline, whatever's on the website there. And just so you know, it looks out of alignment. See how it says SW Rewards My Settings? It just feels out of alignment. Like it should.
Is in that text.
Yeah, that should be above that, or further over on the left. I would move it way over on the left where the left arrow is. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, and it needs the tagline underneath the logo.
Okay. Should this be something we get the designers to have a look at to come up with?
Yes, you could do that. Yes.
This up?
Yes. Yeah, go to Tiago, I guess.
Yeah. Seth, do you want to make a note of that?
Yeah, I can. I didn't ask when we were looking at this before, but now I'm wondering why you added the SW Rewards logo on the right on this page. Was that part of the PBI, or is that something you just added because you thought it was good?
Yeah, so this was suggested in Adam's email to fill in the space with the logo, because before this was just big emptiness. So this kind of split into two panes, with one pane being the logo at the top, so it kind of fills it more. It's still probably a little bit empty, so we probably should put in tagline, or perhaps even, I don't know, version information, other things that we can kind of fill in there, perhaps. It might make sense.
Right.
For the most part, we just haven't really had designs that are iPad specific. It's all been phone specific, so scaling it out causes issues.
Yeah, I don't know what's normal, like on a settings page on an iPad in most apps, is there a lot of just blank space? I don't know if that's normal. Maybe it's normal to just leave it open.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, ask designers and let's move on.
Okay.
All right. Cool. In addition to those that were done, we did get Ken to provide some designs for the flyout UI and for the quiz results screen. And I can quickly show those off too because they look quite good. So currently this is what it looks like, which is kind of bland. It doesn't really make it obvious what each of these are.
Right.
And Ken's come back with this. So much more obvious, looks a lot nicer.
Oh, looks gorgeous.
Yeah, so yep, so this will be brought into the next sprint to implement this. Should be a big improvement.
That's
And
really
the other
nice. All right.
Yeah, and the other one was for the quiz results, which currently looks like this, which is very kind of ugly, cold, I would say.
Yes.
And this is the new design from Ken.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really nice work. Oh, excellent. Okay. All right.
Way better.
And
So
I
let's
booked
move
Ken
along
Adam
because- Okay.
using the new designer's booking system.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay, let's keep moving on.
Cool. Yep, so yep, got the designs, so they'll be implemented in the next sprint, hopefully. And that's about it for the sprint's PBIs. Any questions or concerns?
No, all good.
Good. For application health, nothing really of note. Pretty steady in terms of failed
Did
requests.
you spend
Again,
any time looking at the failed requests?
we did. I did bring this up with Goldie, and he did just say it's kind of a known thing that we just tend to get random scraped kind of URL requests that just bounce off of our URLs. So I don't know if there's much we can do about that just now. It hasn't
Well,
really.
I would talk to one of the sysadmins, if you can, just to see if there's any way that you can lock it out by a front door or Cloudflare.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look into that. So for iOS application health, 0 crashes, which is good. And for Android, we did have one crash that I'm not too sure of, but I've created a PBI to look into that a bit further as well.
I generally wouldn't worry if you have one.
Yep.
Yeah. Could be anything.
Cool. And engagement, as expected, pretty much no daily users because there's not an event on. And for Android, about the same, no daily. We sometimes get the odd user here and there, but nothing really consistent. Cool. Number of deployments, we haven't had any deployments yet, but we are still waiting on a test flight. So that should be done today, hopefully. And no other promotions to production or admin portal just yet. But once that's through, we should probably bump that up very soon. R&D, we didn't do any experimental work. And for the retro...
Yeah, I've already read it. So I would say the only other thing to add is you should try to get your deployment out the day before the sprint review. Like we should be looking at it right now live. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll aim for that within the next sprint. Hopefully get these out. Cool. So any other questions or concerns for sprint 32?
No, I'm really happy with the work you did with Ken. That's good. Yeah. Planning.
Cool. And I'll just quickly move on to the forecast for sprint 33. So we have one sprint goal, and that's just to
check the template as well again. Before you send this, just update the template. Just look at it again.
Yep. Okay. No worries. Yep. So we had one sprint goal, which was implement Ken's designs for the flyout and the quiz results page. So we've got 1 week sprint. It'll be pretty limited because I'll be away for a chunk of it doing a spec review, but I'll aim to do what I can. So we've got 5 PBIs here. They're mostly just those design PBIs. And yeah, any questions or concerns about this?
I'd like to add one more, and that is try to run Code Auditor on rewards. And if you can't run it, which is fine, then put it on the Code Auditor site that it doesn't work in Maui.
Okay, yeah. I think because it's a Blazor site, it's not going to work, or at least the
I
admin
think so
portal.
too, but you can run it and just see what happens, and then we know. All right,
Okay,
that's
cool.
good sprint review.
All right, thank you. Cool. So that concludes the Sprint 22 sprint review and Sprint 33 forecast. We'll be uploading this to YouTube, so you can watch this here and see our previous sprint reviews as well. So this is Zach from SSW signing off.
Thank you, Zach. Okay, that